Harshla, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm sharing 24 things from 2024 that I would like to bring into 2025 with myself. If this is something that interests you, then please keep on watching. I'll just say 2024 wasn't a bad year for me, but it was a transformative one. It did teach me a lot of things, and I am thankful for all the blessings and all the lessons that it did teach me. Like, I have no regrets whatsoever. Compared to 2021 to 3, I think it was a much better year. I think everything that I learned over the years, I was finally able to put that into practice, and I feel like I've found my spark again. And yeah, having said that, these things really helped me to get through 2024, and I really want to practice this in the upcoming year as well. So yeah, without further ado, let's just jump right in. I have a huge list right here with me. The biggest investment that I made last year was to investing in an iPhone. This is the iPhone 15 Pro Max 1TB variant. I had an iPhone before, which was a 12 Pro Max. That was great, but oh my god, I cannot even tell you how quickly my phone used to get full. With this, since it has like 1 TB of storage, this is easily one of my most used gadget of 2024. I have honestly literally vlogged also on this phone. If you're a creator yourself, you would know the hassle of like creating and then having to like transfer the footage and just do all the taam jam. Honestly, I've saved up so much time ever since I've gotten this phone, because I really don't have to worry. This can be like a pro and con, because I honestly have like so many files on my phone. So earlier what I used to do is I used to have this digital declutter day, and I used to like declutter my phone. Now I haven't really done that, and I should do that. Yeah, I don't know if now it's a pro or con, but in a bigger picture, this definitely has helped me. Second thing that I did, and I'm so happy that I made this switch, definitely going to keep doing it in the upcoming year as well, is to switching from AirPods to wired earphones. This has been a great change. I do have AirPods and they're great and all that, but there have been so many times when I have to be out and about and AirPods battery used to be like all drained out, and that was such a bummer because I hate traveling without music. So yeah, this is great. This is easy to use, this is practical, and it also has some nostalgic charm to it. Every single time I'm using it, I honestly, and have you noticed all the celebs also use like wired earphones? I don't know why do they do it, but if you ask me, I think this is like a great accessory. Also, it adds a little something to your outfit. That's what I feel they're quite stylish, and it just adds that oomph to your outfit. It's just like really nice. Third one is using less heat on my hair, and I actually did that. Pehle bhi I used to not really use a lot of heat. I used to just like straighten my front pieces, but ever since I've just stopped using it completely, I've seen a huge difference. I feel my hair's gotten like a lot more healthier, and I really like the way my hair's been looking. Even right now, I have no heat on my hair. Like, I haven't done anything. This is just like natural hair. I just washed them like day before yesterday, and this is honestly my third day hair, and I think it looks pretty good. The thing that I did was started investing in stainless steel jewelry. I cannot tell you, my life has completely changed ever since I started doing this. Like, there's no going back. There's this local store near me. Whenever I go there, I end up buying something or the other. I was one of those people who used to go to Zara, H&M, Westside and buy like a lot of jewelries, but they used to oxidize in no time, and investing in stainless steel jewelry has been a game changer. Something that I definitely want to keep doing. Honestly, I want to like start, you know, having these in like actual gold pieces. When I was a kid, I never understood why my mom was like so crazy behind like gold, and like all the moms are, like all the Indian moms are, but I get the hype. Like, today I'm not obsessed with like having gold ornaments like per se, but I would love to have like dainty jewelry just made out of gold. Not like the heavy gold jewelry, but like the dainty ones. Oh my god, I'm all for it. This is the one that I made for myself. You guys keep asking it all the time, but this is gold. I got it from my very first salary. I saved up money, and this is actually my design, custom made it. And yeah, I really want to like have all of this made in gold, which is like dainty jewelry pieces. That's like one of my dreams. Okay, next up, this can be a little bit of splurge, but I invested in Uniqlo leggings. Now, they are, I would say, a little expensive. They're around 3,000 rupees or something like that, but oh my god, you guys know, last year I worked out so much. I worked my ass off. I used to literally be in gym 5 days a week, which is insane. About the leggings, I have gotten so much use out of these leggings. I have two of them. One is in the blue color and one is in the black color, and I love both of them so much. But if you do not want to splurge and like go out and buy something so expensive, but honestly, once you get your hands on Uniqlo leggings, you would literally save up your money and be like, oh, I really really want to grab those because they are just so amazing. They also have some like air dry technology, I don't know, but you don't really feel sweaty whenever you wear them. Sculpt your legs and just the perfect leggings, honestly, in my opinion. Go for it, you really would not regret it. There's an alternative that I stumbled upon later on in the year and went a little crazy, which was Kawa Athleisure. Again, so good. I have so many of their pieces because I think they're relatively cheaper and they also run like quite a few sales. I just feel like when you look good, you feel good, you perform well in the gym. That's just my mindset, but it always works. So yeah. Next up is investing in high quality clothes. I have done this last year wherein I shopped really mindfully. I did not just buy something just because I wanted to. I think this is something that I speak about in literally almost all my videos, is that I go through the composition of the product. I always see what they have used, and I usually lean a lot towards cotton, linen, poplin. These materials are so good because they're extremely breathable. I do not like something that has a lot of polyester, a lot of polyamide. Now there's like this new term. Try to stick to my cottons and all of that because it's just so good. I cannot tell you. Good for the environment, good for your body as well. So yeah, I have done that. I'm so happy that I should like switch up the name to like really trying to understand my clothing rather than saying investing in like good high quality clothes, because yeah, I think what I did do is try to understand my clothes, and that's how I've shopped last year, and that's how I would like to shop in the coming year as well. Seventh is I actually invested in personal trainer last year. Now I know this is a privilege and not everyone can have this, but at the same time I've also written like working out regularly. Now this is something that I started doing that because my mental health was like deep down in the dumps, and the only thing that was keeping me sane at that time was working out regularly. And I kept doing that, and honestly I'm so happy that I did that. My trainer thought that I was there to like look a certain way, but honestly I was just there for my mental sanity. Even though I went there for my mental sanity, I received so much in the return. I had good energy levels, I ate good food, slept well, I had good mental health, looked good, my jeans were fitting me really nicely. So there were like so many things that I received when I just had gone there for like one problem. So if you have any problem, just go to the gym, hit the gym, work out regularly. I'm sure all your problems would be vanished. I haven't worked out yet because I'm in my luteal phase. I'm just waiting for my periods to get over, and then I'm gonna hit the gym and look hot. Is not restricting myself. Now this may sound so different, but honestly this year I ate so much, I wouldn't say junk, I just did not restrict myself. So I have had that cake, I had that gulab jamun, I had whatever I felt like. I remember in summers I went to Tip Top and I had their huge armrest thali. So I had so much armrest, I literally had whatever I felt like, and I did not restrict it. I did have it in moderation. I used to do this earlier wherein I had this restrictive mentality, and I did not have that last year. So I was working out at the same time, I was just eating whatever I felt like, and I was not really dieting, but one thing that I make sure is that trying to get in as much protein in as I could. This is something that I used to do in the year 2020 and 2021, which I completely forgot about, which is CCF tea every morning. Now this is just coriander, fennel and cumin seeds. Boil it, you drink that tea. It is so good for your body. It's anti-inflammatory, also has antioxidants, it helps digest your food better, and there are like a lot of other benefits which I'll try to put it here, or you can just Google it. But it's really good to start your day off with CCF water. Started doing that last year and going to do that in the coming year as well. I don't have to say that every time, right? You get it. Thanks to Spotify Wrapped. But another thing that I did all throughout the year was listen to Hanuman Chalisa, and that's something that I want to keep doing in the coming year as well. I cannot tell you, Hanuman Chalisa is the one song that I kept listening every single day without fail, or maybe Spotify just kept playing and I did not skip it because it's like Bhagwan ka gana. So yeah, but I'll tell you what, even if I've seen like a chipkali, I'd be like, I have to listen to Hanuman Chalisa. I live by myself, to thoda awaaz kahin se aa gaya, I'm like, oh my god, who is it? I'll listen to Hanuman Chalisa. Like the smallest minor inconvenience and I'm listening to Hanuman Chalisa. Even though people say that it's better to say it out loud than to listen to it, but something's better than nothing. So yeah, definitely going to be listening to Hanuman Chalisa in the coming year as well. 10th one is something that I learned the hard way last year, which is to draw boundaries with the people. Now earlier I was the kind of person who would like let anyone walk over me, if I'm like really attached to that person, I would just be like, yeah, like whatever, it's okay. But last year I actually made sure that, you know, I put people in the place. By that I mean, you know, giving only what I'm receiving and not overdoing my part. Earlier I was this person who used to sit down and always think about, oh, but like this person did this to me and I would never do that to them, and why are they treating me a certain way, or why are they behaving a certain way. And now I'm like, who cares, behave however the hell you want. Like, I have drawn my boundaries, and if they behave a certain way, I'm like, yeah, I knew it, I knew that that's the kind of person you are, and I just like walk away, or like I'll just like withdraw myself from that situation. And that is something that has helped my mental health so much. And also like not having any expectations from anyone. This I think I've learned the hard way in the last 3 years, but last year was the most transformative year for me personally. I feel like I've transformed into a whole different person. This is the new me. But not in a bad way. I'm not saying that, oh my god, I have entered my villain era, and not like that, but just like, you know, some things you learn and you're like, okay, now I don't want to like put up with this. So it's like that. My parents often and spending a lot more time with them. This is something that I did successfully last year, and I'm definitely going to do it in the coming year as well. I started reading comfort books. Now I have 3 books that I really like to read whenever I'm having a low time, one of which is 101 essays that will change the way you think. That's a very nice book. Whenever I'm not feeling good, I like to reach out to that book and I read it. It's always really good. Another one is this one, which is A Palace of Illusions. Now whenever I want to be reminded of the power that I hold as a woman, I read this book. This is such an empowering and a really nice read. This is from Draupadi's perspective. It's about Mahabharata, but from Draupadi's perspective, so it's a very nice read. I would highly recommend you guys read this. Third book that I like to read is The Psychology of Money. These are the books that I read. I just like open up any page and start reading. It just makes me feel good. So yeah, I read a lot of comfort books last year. It's just like comfort movies, but these are books. It's like the same concept. Next up is getting into lip tints. Now I love the Rom and lip tints. I have 2 of them. They're so good, honestly, life-changing. They look glossy but like leave a really nice natural tint onto your lips, like that on an everyday basis. Along the same lines, I perfected my no makeup look. I almost went without foundation all throughout the year. I did not wear a lot of makeup this year unless the days that I was shooting, and I'm so happy that I was makeup free most of the time. Perfected my makeup routine in a way where it's just like sunscreen, concealer, lip and cheek tint, mascara, and also really well done brows. Like, I think brows really make or break the no makeup look. Last year I also started dry brushing my skin, and I have loved and enjoyed it. It has so many benefits, starting off with like exfoliation. It also unclogs the pores. I think it improves your blood circulation, stimulates the lymphatic drainage, so many things that it does. I feel I find it so therapeutic. I love doing that, and that's like my me time. Whenever I've had a full week, that's how I unwind, and that's one thing that I look forward to. And along the same lines, I've also discovered massaging my own body. When I was younger, my mom used to do this, especially around Diwali. We do this Abhyanga Snan. My mom would give me a massage, then my dad and my brother, and like she used to do this. Like, this is like a ritual that we follow. I've had a stressful week. This is something that I would look forward to, which is dry brushing followed with like really nice massage. Oh my god, it's heavenly. I cannot even tell you. Smell and yeah, the oil also matters, so I usually go for something that's like relaxing, which it just like helps with, again, blood flow and like circulation, stimulates like lymphatic drainage. So very good for your body. Last year, the biggest change that I made was less escaping and more living. Before that, I used to do more of escaping and less of living. Slightest inconvenience, I'm like, oh my god, I have to be somewhere, I have to go somewhere, I have to like go on that drive, or I have to take that trip and just like, you know, like disappear. Honestly, that's not how you live your life. You have to go through whatever life's throwing at you. Like I said, like 2024 for me has been a transformative year. I started doing that when I started living in the moment more. Even if I'm having a bad day, I was like, okay, fine, I'll cry it out, I'll go for a walk, I'll you know, make myself some chai, just chill, be by myself, and not let all of this get to my head so much, and really remind myself that it's just a bad day. It's not like a bad life that I'm having. So yeah, that's something that has helped me, and I'm so happy that I was able to get out of that loop of constantly escaping. Here with fashion, what I did was prioritizing comfort over trends. Even right now, like I chose outfits, or I chose pieces this year, and I really bought only things that made me comfortable. This could also be a part of just growing up. I don't know what it is, but trends don't really excite me anymore, or just like, you know, just being comfortable makes me happy. Something looks nice and does it make me comfortable, yeah, then I would definitely wear it. So yeah, that's something that I followed, and I'm very happy that I did that. I somehow feel like, you know, I'm turning into my mother, but in a different way, but somewhere in the same ways, you know. I wish I could put it in a better way, but this is the only way that I can frame my sentence right now. Third, I also fell in love with Indian wear. Can you believe it? Like, if you have been here for a while, you would know that I did not really like that. I did not vibe with Indian wear so much, but oh my god, now I love my chikankaris, I love my suits, I can't tell you, like, that's something that I keep scrolling. Pehle I used to scroll on Zara, now I scroll on like all these like Indian websites, like Indian outfit ka websites. I'm like, oh, this is so nice, this is so intricate, and the design is so perfect and all of that. So yeah, I have fallen in love with Indian wear. And yeah, also saris, as a matter of fact. I recently bought my very first sari. Actually, I bought a couple of them because I'm dumb like that. But yeah, I got myself paithani from my own money, and I'm very happy. I really like, I'll put up a picture right here. It looks so beautiful on me. So yeah, I really like that. Next up is journaling. Now everyone does journaling differently. I feel some people like to journal every single day, some people do gratitude journaling, but the way I journaled last year was the days where I was again having a really bad day, but let's say my friends are busy, have nobody. Like, sometimes I feel like my parents are really good. Honestly, my parents are the only people that I talk to in my day. The first call goes to my mom, then my dad, and like, yeah, I talk to them all the time, but sometimes I feel like they're not able to understand what I'm feeling, so I'll just write down what I'm feeling and like get it out of my system. That is how I've been journaling, and honestly, it has helped quite a bit. Growing up, I was an extremely anxious person. I cannot even put it in words how anxious I used to get, and it under control, and I'm really happy. And if you're like really young and you're watching my video, all I would say, and if you're anxious or just having a bad time, I'll just say that it gets better. You have to go through those bad days, you have to go through those anxious moments to see the brighter side. So yeah. Next up, I discovered Chattex, and honestly, there's no going back. It is so good. This is like the best lip balm out there. Like, no Rhode could ever, no Fenty could ever. This moisturizes your lips like anything, and it is barely anything. I think it's like 120 rupees or so, I'm not sure, but it is very cheap. It also has a SPF of 15. What else do you need? It's paraben free, and this has lasted me like more than 7 months. It's the only thing that I apply on my lips. I don't know why are people talking about Laneige and all of that. Try this, just try this, guys. Next up, I really want to do so much more of this in the upcoming year. Last year I did do this, but I think I did fail, which is walking after meals. It is so important, guys. Walk at least 20 minutes after your meals. You'll see such a big difference in your physique and just overall digestion and everything. This is so good. I really want to do this, which is walking at least for 20 minutes after my meals, after my dinner. Okay, then this one is something that again I want to do in the upcoming year, which is getting regular facials, not facials, but just like face cleanups done at the esthetician. I don't want to do it at a parlor or something like that, so just go to a dermat and get it done. And by facials, I don't mean like Hydra facial or whatever. She would recommend what you need. See, like getting rid of blackheads and whiteheads regularly. So this year I plan on, last year I got it done twice, but this year I want to do it like once in 3 months. That should be good. So like 4 times a year should be good in my opinion. Having said that, if you enjoyed this video, then please like, share, comment, and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And do not forget to let me know what are your 2025 ins and outs. I would love to know that. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye.